Hey everybody, a little message before we start the episode.
So, AJ and I are a little behind with our episodes.
What?
I know.
Bad us.
I know. You know, life happened. There was a little bit of a special announcement that we had.
Indeed.
But our backlog is quickly getting to
Processed,
the air.
yes.
It is getting processed and put out. Unfortunately, because this episode is a little time sensitive with the Academy Awards.
Yes, of course.
We kind of wanted to tie that in. Our Cannonemy Awards, which you're going to hear about in a second.
Indeed.
We wanted to get this out. So, that being said, this episode is actually going to premiere. And we're going to talk about a couple of movies that we have already recorded the episodes for, but have not yet released.
So
Those releases will come out soon.
I don't think there's spoilers. But...
I don't think there's many spoilers, but thank you for listening, and thank you for sticking with us in this weird time where outside forces took effect on our lives.
Indeed.
That we needed to take care of people that we love.
Yeah.
And ourselves.
And
the holidays.
And we're going to be back to it.
Yeah, so within the next month, our backlog is going to be finished, put out, and we will be up back to putting everything out weekly. So
Indeed.
Thanks for sticking with us. We love you.
Here we go. Hello and welcome to Creating Canon with your hosts AJ Hamilton and Nick Pappas.
That's almost my name.
I know.
You went back to the old time, the
kind
first
of a
time.
Callback.
Right, because today we are celebrating what is the 1-year anniversary
Huzzah!
of
Creating Canon. That's right.
Yes, we are.
Okay, here we go. And Nicholas C. Pappas.
Yay!
I know your name.
Gosh, I can't believe we've been at this a year.
That's crazy, and thank you all for being a part of this.
Yes.
This has been wonderful.
Hanging out with us every week. Oh, boy.
Man, we've been through a lot of canon.
Yes, we have.
This last year, and there's so much more to get through.
I mean, we got like 5 more years of this, maybe even 6.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Join us, won't you?
Join us, won't you? In 6 more years of creating Canon.
That's CANNON.
Yeah.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
So we were sort of inspired by our Academy Award Cannon Blast.
Yeah.
And we wanted to do something special to mark the year anniversary.
Exactly.
So we decided to go ahead and create our own award show.
The Cannonemy Awards.
Do you want to try that again? The Cannonemy Awards.
The Cannonemy Awards.
The Cannonemy Awards. Which is an award show where all we're going to do is basically hand out awards for the movies we've watched this year.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. We've talked about them ad nauseum.
Yeah. So, and we're going to be a little more nauseated.
Well, they might be.
Yes, they might be.
I'm happy. Fine. I could do this forever.
Me too.
Yeah.
So here are the rules of the Academy Awards. Cannonemy Awards. Let me try that again. These are the rules for the it's the dumbest name ever. These are the rules for the Cannonemy Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Cannon blasts.
Yep.
Are not even mentioned.
No, indeed.
Nope, no cannon blasts. Cannon fodder are not in contention for the regular awards.
They have their own separate one.
They have their own separate one. And then 21st Century Films, which is Menachem Golan's.
We're folding them right in.
Folds right in, and those are eligible to be included with the other canon films.
Yes.
And of course, we spread the whole fucking gamut of from pre-Go-Go Boys to post-Golan. And then, again, obviously, and of course, 21st Century Films pre-Golan and post-Golan.
Right.
Anything from those two companies who were involved with these two men.
Exactly. Because it's all in the family.
It's all in the family.
That's right. The Cannon family.
So we're going to go through just a quick list of what movies were eligible.
Right.
And
here we go. It's Captain America,
10 to Midnight,
King Solomon's Mines,
Schizoid,
Rappin',
Ginga,
Puss in Boots,
Enter the Ninja,
X-Ray,
Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype,
A Cry in the Dark,
Dracula,
Firewalker,
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2,
The Lady in Red Kills 7 Times,
Hard Rock Zombies,
Super Fantagenio, aka Aladdin,
The Naked Cage,
Death Wish 2,
Doing Time on Planet Earth,
Gas Pump Girls,
Mannequin,
Going Bananas,
Crucible of Horror,
Missing in
The
Action,
Last American Virgin,
Alien from LA,
Bridge to Hell,
Dracula's Last Rites,
The Beast in the Cellar,
Nana, The True Key of Pleasure,
Othello, The Black Commando,
Night of the Living Dead, 1990 version,
American Ninja,
New Year's Evil,
The Zebra Force,
Too Much,
The Bawawa,
Gore,
Dancers.
and The Delta Force.
So those are the movies that are up for award. Well, not those are the potential movies up for awards.
Indeed.
So there we go.
Yeah, we've gone through them all.
Yeah.
We've critically examined every single one of them.
Yes, and the way it's going to work is AJ and I have come up with nominations
Yeah.
for each category.
And also, please go back and listen to all the episodes
Please
so that
do.
you can understand the context of
These
awards.
of why they are, what they are.
Indeed.
And then what we are going to do is live argue on air what the winner is.
I love it.
So here are our categories. I'm just going to name the categories.
Yeah.
We have Best Kids Movie, Best Cannon Fodder Episode. We have a special award, which we will get to.
Yes.
AJ and I are going to each reveal what our favorite movie of the year was. Not necessarily the best movie, but our favorite movie.
Yeah.
We have a category called Why Menachem Why?
Why?
Best Horror Movie, the So Happy for This Podcast Award,
Yes.
Biggest What the Fuck Moment, Most Cannon-y Canon Movie, Best Female Actor, Best Male Actor, and of course, Best Picture.
Indeed.
So we are going to go ahead and start with Best Kids Movie.
Best Kids Movie. All right, here we go.
And the nominee for Best Kids Movies are
Going Bananas,
Puss in Boots,
Aladdin,
Too Much, The Robot with Heart,
and Alien from LA.
which the last one...
It's a little contentious, I suppose.
Yeah.
We debated on this because there's not a lot of violence and there's no overt sexuality, so
Right.
it felt very much like a kids level movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you really can't have a category with only 4
Yeah,
nominees.
That's ridiculous.
That's fucking idiotic.
yeah. So we fudged it.
Yeah,
A
we
little
made
bit.
that up.
A little
The
bit.
last one a little bit.
All right. Go.
Ooh, this one's a tough one
Best
because honestly,
movie.
this constantly reminds me that Menachem Golan never met a child. Because holy shit.
He is slightly clueless.
Yeah.
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 But well, I would say personally.
What do you think?
Yeah, just for the fact that it was in the canon movie tales area, I think that the best example of a child's movie was Puss in Boots.
Huh.
I honestly do. Like, Going Bananas, it's a little crazy. I would say that would be my second, but Aladdin is ridiculous and pointless. Too Much is so... meandering. It's just too much, and it's meandering and dumb. And then Alien from LA is kind of...
It's not even a kids movie.
It's
We
not
just
even
put
a
it
kids
on here
movie.
'cause
It's
we're idiots.
ridiculous. So what do you think?
Oh man, I'm actually going to agree with you.
Okay.
Puss in Boots.
Hey!
And the winner of Best Kids Movie is
Puss in Boots! Thanks so much for this Cannonemy Award.
Christopher Walken was here to accept it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
my Lord. All right. So
Yep.
Cannon Fodder. We
Cannon
did
Fodder.
several Cannon Fodder episodes
And
this year.
to help everybody out, that is a movie that is tangentially related to the canon verse.
Yes.
You know.
Or
Yes.
when a certain canon film breaks us and we can no longer watch canon movies and we need a month of zombie movies to help us get over that.
Remember October and November, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that happened.
We were broken. We had been broken.
Yep.
So, the nominees for Best Cannon Fodder Film are
Death Wish,
Night of the Living Dead, 1968,
Dawn of the Dead,
Return of the Living Dead.
and Black Christmas.
So this one's...
I mean, I think it's hands down Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Right? I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, it's the best movie on there.
Yes.
In fact,
clearly, but
yeah.
the thing is, like, all of these movies
Yeah.
are great.
Oh, I love every single one of them. Yeah.
But Black Christmas is legitimately one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's beautiful. And it's an amazing quality movie. And we are lucky to have seen it in general, like in this world, to have it on
Such
celluloid.
a good movie. Yeah. And to be clear, obviously it's the 1974 version of Black Christmas.
Right, not the 2019 one.
Yeah, or the other remake, which I think was 2003 or 2006. And
the one that will not be named.
Yes, the one that shall not be named. Okay. So, that was really easy.
I mean, I didn't expect that to be so easy, but...
that was like...
No debate. No debate.
All right. So here we have a special, like, what we would call a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I think so.
Yeah, this is the one and only time this award will ever be given.
Exactly. And
there are not multiple nominees.
There really aren't.
Nope.
Let's just go for it. It's most responsible use of blackface.
And the winner is Zebra Force.
Hey.
Congratulations, Zebra Force.
Congratulations, everybody.
You've won.
Yeah. I mean, go back and listen to it. I think we already... When we recorded it, we kind of called this. We kind of called that it was going to win this award.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
We were there. Like, we knew.
Predicted it.
Yeah.
You know,
and there's really no argument.
No.
I don't think any of the other movies either A, had blackface, and B, if they did, it was not responsible.
Not responsible at all.
At all.
No.
So that's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Zebra Force.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my Lord.
So the next category is probably my favorite category,
it's
maybe.
One of mine, too.
Honestly, this is... and Nick came up with this.
Yeah.
Why, Menachem? Why? Why did you do this to us?
Why did you make this movie?
Because...
Why did you harm us?
By producing this movie, or creating it in general, he forced us retroactively to watch these 5... ridiculous movies.
And it is not our fault for creating a podcast where we decide to watch every canon movie.
No.
This is completely Menachem Golan's fault.
That's correct.
And actually, as I look at this list, I believe every single one of these movies are actually the Go-Go Boys years.
I'm pretty sure they are.
So...
Here we go.
And the nominees for Why Menachem Why are...
Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype.
Hard Rock Zombies.
Othello, the Black Commando.
Alien from L.A.
And Gore.
And the winner is... Do we even need to discuss this?
I really don't think so, because all of them are ridiculous.
But
this one...
Yeah, so like let's just say on the count of 3 what we think the winner is. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Othello, the Black Commando.
Oh my god, that's the movie that broke us.
That's the movie that caused a month and a half worth of zombie flicks.
We could not stomach watching
my god,
a canon film for a month and a half.
So bad, guys.
It was a tough
and girls
movie.
And everybody in between. This was just not a great movie
for
most reasons.
Yeah.
I think, honestly.
And like we should mention like Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype
is insane.
I'm gonna tell you the truth about Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype. AJ and I decided to eat a medicinal gummy each that day.
Yeah.
And it hit us a little bit harder than we expected. If you want some fun, go back and listen to that episode because I'm gonna tell you, I was paranoid that everyone would know what was happening and that we would be arrested at any given moment.
I lost the thread by the middle of that recording.
Which is crazy because the medicinal gummies were legal in California at that point.
Exactly.
And I thought I was going to be arrested.
That's how paranoid you get.
So that's how paranoid I got.
Yep.
So I will say, right here, right now, I am going to tell you some really important news.
Yeah.
AJ and I have decided that we are going to rewatch Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype in this upcoming year.
Yeah, and we are going to
watch it,
reevaluate
it, because this is the one and only time we have ever done anything.
It's true,
like that.
And yeah,
we thought it would be funny. It was
not
horrifying.
It was, and really, that's probably one of the worst movies to watch high.
Yes,
I would say
it was not.
Yeah,
it was not a smart idea.
It's disturbing and unhinged.
Yes,
yeah, it's not great.
And, you know, the good thing is it just came out with a really beautiful Blu-ray release, actually. And when we watched it, too. We watched it on YouTube.
It was like a 360p. It was not
so
good.
We're also going to watch it in high def as we reevaluate it.
I'm super excited about
that. Me too.
Yeah.
And then like Alien from LA obviously is insane.
Yeah.
Hard Rock Zombies. The best part about Hard Rock Zombies is it birthed American Drive-In.
Yeah, the cannon
fodder episode, which was not nominated, but it was a fine movie. It was fun.
Yeah,
It was worth a watch.
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad we watched that movie.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then, of course, Gore, or the sequel was made fun of on Mystery Science Theater 3000, and
yes.
I cannot believe Gore was not either.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But
all right.
Moving on, that's I don't know how we're gonna top that.
I don't know.
But
I
we'll
love
try.
that we just went for it.
We'll
in all
try
the ways.
with Best Horror Movie. And the nominees for Best Horror Movie are
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2,
The Lady in Red Kills 7 Times,
Night of the Living Dead, 1990,
New Year's Eve,
and The Borrower. Oh man, this is a tough category.
This really is, because each one is sort of a different flavor.
Yes.
To me, we've got Lady in Red Kills 7 Times and New Year's Evil, which is like a standard slasher flick.
Well, Lady in Red is like a giallo film.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
And New Year's Evil is more of like standard slasher.
That's true. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm pulling the nerd card.
I'm sorry. No, yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say that the other three are like monster creepy movie. Well, and although Texas Chainsaw Massacre, no monsters. No. I always think
Texas
of how
Massacre.
horrifying Leatherface is,
Yeah.
but he's not a super
natural
being at all. No, yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is funny.
It's great.
It's really funny.
Oh my god.
Night of the Living Dead is definitely more of like a straightforward
Serious,
zombie, serious. And I don't know if I would actually call it scary as much as it is horror.
Suspense,
that makes sense
too. Yeah, but yeah, absolutely.
And The Borrower sort of moves into that comedy area, but it's definitely like an alien,
horror
it's an alien.
attempt.
Oh my god, it's an alien in LA instead of an alien from LA.
Oh
my god!
Wow, this could have had an alternate title.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do a series of this. Although there is a sequel to Alien from LA.
Yes, and we will get to that eventually.
Yes, we will.
Oh man, so I have to say, so far, this is the one category that is really difficult.
It's rough.
I enjoyed all of them.
I did too. I want to say, I don't know. Again, each one has has merit, huge merit.
So I will say that of the 5,
yeah,
I'm pretty willing to drop off. I'll put it this way: of the 5,
okay,
I think the 2 that are fighting it out in my heart and soul right now, more than anything else, considering that it is horror movie,
right?
Night of the Living Dead,
yeah,
and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Sure.
I think the other 3 are great, but they can sort of fall off the list.
Interesting. Gosh.
Considering horror.
Yeah, of course.
Because you could argue that The Lady in Red Kills 7 Times is a better movie.
Agreed.
In some ways than these other 2. But
yeah. I don't know. There's something so charming about The Borrower, too.
Yes, there is.
But yeah, let's drop those 3 off, and
you're okay with that?
between the 2 of them, let's just say our decision. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to commit to that?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I am.
Let's do this.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3. Night of the Living Dead.
2. Of course it is. Of course it was. Okay, so
I kind of Should we flip a coin?
Well, here's my pitch.
All right.
I'm gonna try to get you on my side.
Night of the Living Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
Okay.
No, here's my pitch.
Yes.
Night of the Living Dead
yes.
is a pretty straight remake of the original.
Okay.
Whereas Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is wholly original.
And breaks quite significantly from the first one.
And it does. And that is why I leaned more toward Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And I will say that if we're talking pure horror, the scene where Stretch has the chainsaw getting jammed at her, where like Leatherface basically minds sex with a chainsaw. And then also the scene where Leatherface puts LJ's face on her face is terrifying. So that's why I lean there.
You know what? You've convinced me. Best horror movie. I mean, for the horror moments, I agree.
Texas
Chainsaw Massacre 2 takes it.
All right.
Very nice.
There we go.
All right. Yeah. No, and oddly, they do horror quite well.
Yes.
I think we had a fairly tough time cutting this down to 5.
We did. This was a struggle.
Yeah, because there's quality shit.
Yes.
in this whole category.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
This actually felt like the cannon fodder one, where like they're all very good
Absolutely.
and worthy.
But moving on from that, sadly.
All right.
Goodbye, best horror movie.
And moving on to so happy for this podcast.
So happy.
So this was a really tough one to cut down. So the guideline for this category basically comes down to this. Would we have ever in a million years seen this movie if we weren't doing this podcast?
Right.
So I will say, for example, like The Lady in Red Kills 7 Times was something that was originally talked about, like, do we add that to this? Mm-hmm. And my argument was, I probably, being a fan of...
Giallo.
Fuck you.
No.
Giallo and Italian cinema and, like, finding more and more interest in that, I probably would have come across it at some point in time.
Sure.
Same thing for, like, 10 to Midnight, which
Bronson movie.
Bronson movie. And I had actually already seen it before we started the podcast.
Okay, there you go.
And so, like, I had already known that it was a canon film, which it might have not have been a canon film. Like, AJ might not have seen it.
Sure.
But it was important that both of us would have never watched this movie.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that the podcast exists.
Exactly.
Okay, so here we go.
So...
And the nominees for So Happy for This Podcast are...
Inga.
Rockula.
Doing Time on Planet Earth.
Dracula's Last Rites.
And The Borrower.
Man, The Borrower has been nominated a couple of times so
He's
far.
popping up.
Yeah. This is great.
Again, all fairly solid movies.
Yes.
I would say that there are a couple that I might not watch again necessarily,
Sure.
but I'm happy that I saw them.
I will say right off the top of my head, like Dracula's Last Rites.
Yeah.
I will never watch it again. But
I'm happy that we saw it.
I'm so happy we saw it because I found that to be actually one of the more inspiring movies.
Quite a number
as a potential filmmaker.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Quite a number of interesting shots, interesting story turns, fascinating ways of cinematography.
Like, what can you do for $20, basically, in a camera, right?
Exactly. But other ones, I mean, Rockula, I super enjoyed.
I really enjoyed Rockula,
It's a goofy,
too. It's
fun, good lead, good campy story, and all different types of stuff.
I do feel like Rockula... I feel like Rockula is one of those movies where, with enough searching down the rabbit hole, I might have come across Rockula someday.
Okay.
So I will say that, like, I don't know if that one was like a foregone conclusion. Like, The Beast in the Cellar was kind of a foregone conclusion. I would have found that.
Yeah.
But Rockula, I don't know if I mean, Rockula I might have, but I might not have.
Right,
So I will throw that out there.
Okay. And then Inga is a softcore porn from Sweden.
But again, just like we said in the episode, I would contend that if that movie was released today, it would not be pornographic.
It'd be art house.
It would totally be art house, and it would be well-received art house film that was missing about 20 minutes of being like the talk of the town for being incredibly progressive in women's sexual autonomy. The Borrower, I would have never seen that.
Oh my god.
And that was a blast.
That feels like something that you would have walked down the aisle at what video stores used to be.
Yeah.
Were these places where
Blockbuster?
It was like a Blockbuster or a Hollywood Video.
Video?
And it's like Netflix but a store.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's all right. It's complicated, but
so you just stand there and you stream movies while you're watching them in the store?
No, what you do is you like scroll through the aisles and you just keep walking through the aisles and then you never watch anything because you get tired and you go to sleep.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh my god, that sums up Netflix perfectly.
But no, that feels like something as you were walking down the aisle that you'd be like, that's a weird fucking cover.
I'm curious.
I want to check this out. And I am so glad that I saw that. Honestly, like the talent in that, and the oddness of the story,
so weird,
is just unique.
Yeah,
you know, and Ray Don Chong,
yeah. And I will say, the thing about The Borrower is it is on Vudu.
Right.
So it is pretty readily available
Mm-hmm.
if you knew to look for it.
Of course.
So the last one we haven't talked about is Doing Time on Planet Earth.
Right.
Which was an Adam West starring movie.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely fucking insane.
Bonkers, man.
And the only place you could find that is on YouTube.
Right.
It's not streaming anywhere. It is only on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be noted.
Right.
Because Rockula's on Blu-ray, Inga's on DVD, Dracula's Last Rites is on Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
Borrower's on Vudu, Doing Time on Planet Earth. We had to seek the fuck out of it to find it
Mm-hmm.
in the depths of YouTube.
Nobody wanted us to
It
find
was
it.
like a VHS copy.
So I think that might narrow it down, huh?
I would also say, too,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the first time I said, I'm so happy we're doing this podcast,
Somebody check the tape.
was Doing Time on Planet Earth. So
Yeah.
for me, my
Yeah.
vote, I will just flat out say is Doing Time on Planet Earth.
Yeah, I mean we've talked through all of the rest of them, and honestly, if it rests on the chance of us ever seeing it,
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think doing Time on Planet Earth was bizarre and kooky, but it's a treasure.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
a
little
secret
undiscovered
treasure.
gem.
Yeah.
Directed by Walter Matthau's son.
rough. Diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Like Aladdin.
Yeah.
But not that movie.
Not Super Fantageenie.
No, because not that.
Genie.
I'm the genie of the lamp.
Oh,
Anyway, so
the winner is
Doing
Dracula's
Time-
Last Rites.
you fucked that up
Oh,
badly.
no. Did I pull a Warren
You
Beatty?
screwed it all up.
Ooh, take that, Warren Beatty.
Screwed up.
Anyways, Doing
Yeah.
Time on Planet Earth?
All right.
All right, and the winner is Doing Time on Planet Earth.
Oh man, that singing,
Oh,
that lovely.
God, that movie was fantastic. All right.
So this is a big category next up.
Yeah, we had a really hard time getting this one down, and we actually forced ourselves
To take
to
out some of
delete
them.
so many things.
Yeah. And to tell you what the category is, it is biggest what the fuck moment.
So here we go. There's 12 nominees, so just
Yeah.
strap in.
Yeah.
We're going for it. And we won't get too far into the weeds of what each thing actually is. We'll
Yeah.
just sort of talk about it and
And
then
go back.
go back
you
and
know,
listen.
Find out the
Yeah.
context of these weird frickin' things.
yeah. So here they are. The and the nominees for biggest what the fuck moment are
Gremlin Eats Self, Hard Rock Zombies.
sex toy held by Charles Bronson in a police interview from 10 to midnight.
Udo watches daughter shower in Schizoid.
All rapping from rapping.
The tossing of the arm from Enter the Ninja.
The mental patients in the background side story from X-Ray.
All the podiatry in Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype.
LJ is alive even after Leatherface skins his face off in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
The entire dinner scene from Doing Time on Planet Earth with special emphasis on the bird in the hair.
All of the singing in Doing Time on Planet Earth.
The wrist laser in American Ninja.
The blackface and the whiteface in The Zebra Force.
The borrower in The Borrower.
The fact that it was made. Gore.
And the Delta Force half of Delta Force.
All right, that's a solid list of
Oh, man.
nominees.
Some weird
That was-
things.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So some of these I think do need just a little bit of explaining.
What?
Like the fact that the Delta Force
Yes.
is really two movies. There is this incredibly
Harrowing.
harrowing story of people who are on a hijacked plane. And also, it's about Lee Marvin and Chuck Norris with motorcycles that shoot missiles
Out of their tailpipe.
tailpipes. Yeah, and it's really one of the better movies of any year, mixed with the most canon-tastic, canon-y kind of movie that is possible.
Yeah. You could not have a more diametrically opposed half of a movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's so the Delta Force part of Delta Force is so jarring. It's what the fuck.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that Gore was even made, and not only was it made that they made both of the movies back to back, And Jack Palance is only in the last minute and a half of the first one, yet gets third billing. What the fuck?
And the audacity to
Yeah.
make this movie.
And I think pretty much everything else is self-explanatory.
Pretty self-explanatory. Why didn't the American Ninja enemy use the laser earlier?
Yes, that's a great question.
Yeah,
If he had that.
Come on. Yeah, there's so many good things.
The singing in Doing Time on Planet Earth is one of those things where you should just watch it for the way they reinterpret Stop! Stop! Stop!
In the name of love.
Oh my god, that was incredible.
But we got to make a decision.
Yeah.
We got to make a decision, and I think I know what mine is, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, and the other one I just wanted to point out was
please.
Udo Kier watching... Because there's this part of Schizoid where Udo Kier is watching this girl in the shower, and she's naked, and he's looking at her, like, rather lustfully. Mm-hmm. And at this point, we don't know this yet, but she's like, "Hey, Dad." He's like, "Oh, hello, daughter." And we were like, "What?"
No! That's weird.
And I gotta say, the Mental Patients and X-Ray...
Oh, that could be its own movie,
I still want
man.
to make a movie just about those people.
That was fascinating.
Yeah.
And weird.
The podiatry and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
All the puns.
Honestly, it might not be that weird. We might have just been super high.
Could have been.
I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
But
again, we got to run this back. This could have swept the thing if we had been paying attention
That's
more.
really true. That's really true. So it'll be the one movie that's up for 2 years of the Cannonemy Awards. But I do have a clear winner.
I do too.
Head.
I do too. And I think we should say it
at the
same time.
1, 2, 3.
The gremlin eating itself in
from
Hard Rock Zombies. Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's the weirdest thing that I have seen put to film. I'm pretty sure. It's hilarious.
That is the reason
I think that's
Hard Rock Zombies did not make the Why Menachem Why.
Yeah.
No, it actually did. I take that back. That is the reason it didn't win, because that was so insane.
Yeah,
I've
man.
never seen anything like that.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to remember much other than that from that movie. Honestly,
I think I'm going to be on my deathbed, and the only thing I'm going to remember from my life is that moment in that movie.
And I love that it reoccurs in American Drive-In.
Yes, which...
out of context.
Out of context, but you know what?
There's very little context in
He puts
Hard Rock.
mustard on himself before he eats his own face off.
Yeah.
And all that is left is a skull.
Remember when he's putting sugar on his entrails?
Yes!
Man, that's pretty fun.
He eats so much of himself that all that's left
He's done.
is the flesh on his face and a skull. And then he eats the flesh off his face. Where does it go? I don't know.
He burps at the end,
There
I think,
is
too.
no body for it to go to. It's just a skull on a table.
What the F, guys?
Oh, my God.
What the
It
F?
is fucking brilliant.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my Lord.
All
right.
Moving on.
So, we decided that, you know, it would be so hard to nail down supporting or leads.
Yeah.
So we just put it into two different categories. Best female actor, best male actor.
Absolutely.
These were all so hard to nail down because there's so many actors.
Oh.
So each category, I think, has about 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Just roll with it.
Yeah. And the nominees for Best Female Actor in a Canon Movie are
Marie Ligidal. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. From Inga.
Meryl Streep, of course, from A Cry in the Dark.
Carolyn Williams from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Kim Cattrall, Mannequin.
Winifred Friedman from Last American Virgin.
Beryl Reed, Beast in the Cellar.
Flora Robson, Beast in the Cellar.
Patricia Tallman, Night of the Living Dead, 1990.
Shelley Winters, The Delta Force.
Oof.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, this is rough because I think every single one of them is a fantastically strong actress. Performance. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is tough. Well, I will say this. So Winifred Freeman was so funny in Last American Virgin.
Yeah.
There's two things I remember about that movie. One is the ending.
Yeah.
And two is her performance.
Millie?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was a masterclass in comedic timing. The only problem is she's in it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So that's tough.
Yeah. I still, like we said, we didn't do supporting, but I think she would take it if it was classified under supporting.
Yeah, in some ways,
you know
I
what
think
mean?
like her win is that she was nominated.
Yeah, exactly. Good for her.
Yeah, good for you,
her.
Winnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Beryl and Flora from Beast and Cellar
Were fantastic.
were fantastic together.
Yes.
I think they should, have their own category of best duo in a horror movie
I mean,
about old ladies.
well, then the more you classify
it. No, I know. That's why I'm
the more it's
trying
their
to give
own
it to
category.
them. I'm trying to give it to them.
Well, I mean,
specifically.
we can't give it to them specifically.
Okay, fine.
But they were great.
They were.
They were really great.
It's very true.
I enjoyed them, although the vote is split. Like,
no, exactly.
You can't have one without the other.
That's tough.
Unfortunately.
That's difficult. I loved Patricia Tallman in Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
I loved the reinvention of that character into a strong, ass-kicking character. I thought that was amazing.
But is that her or is that the writing?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
In the direction.
I think she performed the writing and the direction quite well.
Yes, and I agree with that. So I don't want to take anything away from her.
Of course.
But the ass-kicking part of her Barbara
was a reinvention
by Tom
Savini. Exactly. But I still think that she
She's
embodied
great.
it quite well. And I think that crying scene at the end when she is aiming the gun at all of the zombies as she's walking away from the house is
yes, that's true.
Such a powerful scene.
Well, and when she finds Johnny, also played by Noel Mosley.
That's right. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
He's connected all the way through.
He is. But I think she's great. Everybody from the plain
side
part
of
Delta Force, fantastic.
Could easily be nominated.
And Shelley Winters.
Lainey Kazan could have been nominated.
Of course.
But I specifically remember Shelley Winters having that breakdown about, my husband, please don't take him.
Yeah.
Because he's Jewish. And, they are Holocaust survivors. And that moment was
heartbreaking.
Just heart-wrenching.
Yes.
Kim Cattrall in Mannequin is got to be one of the most charming performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree. She really embodied being a mannequin.
Yeah.
What? No. She was really cool and a great strong figure.
Yeah.
She actually took the lead in it rather than being Andrew McCarthy. I mean, she knew things. She invented things. She was unafraid.
Well, and I also, I don't know if you've seen Mannequin 2, which we should probably do as a cannon fodder episode one day.
We will, yeah.
Mannequin 2 is a lot of fun, but Kirsty Swanson is just sort of like a dumb mannequin.
Yeah.
Whereas I just really appreciated what Kim Cattrall did.
There was a bit of subtlety in this wild 80s silly comedy.
Meryl Streep in A Cry in the Dark was actually nominated for an Academy Award for A Cry in the Dark. Of everybody on this list, she's the only one who actually was nominated for an Academy Award. She was Meryl Streep. I mean, how the fuck can you go wrong?
I know, and she might have an advantage just because of that.
Because of that.
Yeah, and then Marie Liljadal
in Inga.
Sure.
Who played the title role of Inga.
Yes, yeah.
The one scene that really sold me on her was the moment where she is discovering her own sexuality and she's still playing with the toys, and yet at the same time she is figuring out womanhood. And I just thought she was really compelling in certain moments in that movie.
The movie is very subtle and very intricate in that way.
A movie that's far better than it has any right to be.
Exactly.
I mean, in some ways.
For its intent, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the art shines through weirdly.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree. And then Caroline Williams for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. She played Stretch.
Yeah. Who we actually got to see at the showing that we watched.
Yeah. She was great in that movie. Played the whole gamut of badass to frightened, tears,
naturalistic,
strong.
Yeah.
Sort of the whole gamut of emotions. She kind of did everything.
Yeah.
It's one of those roles where it's it's unfortunate that performance was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that because that's actually coming out the bad way.
Okay.
It's unfortunate that the Academy Awards or award shows are not going to
dissect those types of movies.
Yeah, and give real attention to those kinds of performances in a movie like that.
Agreed.
Because I think there's a built-in
bias,
prejudice against horror in general. you look at us this year with the Academy Awards, where us is
right?
genius, and like Lupita's not nominated.
Jordan's not nominated.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that the movie and
is not even
the commentary that it shows,
the fact that none of it is nominated is shocking to me. But Lupita especially, like, and I don't want to take anything away from Jordan Peele or the actual movie because like they're brilliant, but like
no, she showed us two sides of herself.
Hey, spoiler alert.
It wasn't even wasn't even clever.
So, but back to our female actors.
Yes.
Ugh, this is tough. For me, it comes down to one of three people.
Okay.
I feel like only one of three. What do you think? Are you in the same kind of boat?
I'm going to say Meryl, Caroline, and maybe Shelley?
Oh, interesting.
What about you? Kim.
Yeah, Meryl, Caroline, and Kim are the three for
interesting.
me.
Yeah.
Shelley, though, too.
Again,
it's so
supporting,
hard.
right? Like, she would have been in there with Winifred.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, and that's
I
the
think.
thing, is like, neither Winifred or Shelley Winters has a big enough part, I think, to take home the award.
Yeah, the best female actor.
Yeah.
All right. We've put ourselves into a box. So, I think I will change it to Kim.
Okay. Meryl, Caroline, I actually know who I'm picking.
Okay.
Do you have who you're picking?
I feel like I'm snubbing one because it's the person.
Interesting.
You know? But yeah, I think I know who I preferred.
Okay, are you ready for this? On the count of three?
1, 2, 3.
Caroline
Kim Cattrall.
Williams. What?
We do that.
I know.
Come on, man.
That's all right. Meryl Streep. I love Meryl.
I do too. But
Meryl's got so many awards. Let's give her.
Yeah.
Let's give her a break.
You know.
It's hard for her to get to all those
carry all of those awards home.
Just
man,
full hands.
I mean, she's got strong arms, but
does.
Just give her a break.
Yeah.
Okay. Convince me.
Okay. So, no, you convince me.
No, I'm going to convince you.
Yeah, you convince me first, and then I'll convince you.
Why did you? Why? Yeah. Okay. Kim Cattrall in Mannequin. I'm kind of convincing myself already that she did not actually have as much of an emotional range as Caroline was put through. Yeah.
That would have been my convincing.
I remember how I was going to tell you to convince me.
Yeah, you convinced
Did
yourself.
it myself.
And AJ,
yes,
I got to be honest.
Yeah.
That's how I convinced you.
I know. Yeah.
Boom.
I had to explain Kim Cattrall's acting, and as much as I enjoyed her in
she was delightful.
God, that's why comedies rarely
it's hard.
Get nominated, because they don't get an opportunity to show their full range.
Right, because Kim Cattrall is effortless and effervescent in that role.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult to look past the gamut of emotions that Caroline Williams had to play as Stretch.
True.
In Texas Chainsaw.
Very true.
Too.
And she had to act opposite
Dennis Hopper?
Dennis Hopper, yeah, which is...
At the height of, I think, Dennis Hopper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. No, I believe it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So, Caroline...
Did you get convinced?
I think so.
Oh, my God. And the winner for Best Female Actor is...
Caroline Williams. Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
We should tweet her that she won.
She'd love that.
I actually think that'd be fun.
I think we need to make the physical Cannonemy Awards.
Yeah.
And send one to her.
Send one to her.
Yeah.
Of the people on this list,
I'm sure she has a P.O. box.
She would be happy with it.
And moving on now.
Moving on. To Best Female Actor to
Best Male Actor. And you might see a couple of people that you recognize in this.
Probably.
Yep. All right.
And the nominees for Best Male Actor are
Charles Bronson, 10 to Midnight.
Chuck Norris, The Delta Force.
Christopher George, Enter the Ninja.
Sam Neill, A Cry in the Dark.
Bill Moseley, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Adam West, Doing Time on Planet Earth.
James Spader, Mannequin.
Tony Todd, Night of the Living Dead.
Tom Tolis, The Borrower.
Robert Forrester, The Delta Force.
So Delta Force is up twice in this one.
Yes,
the good guy and the bad guy.
The good guy and the bad guy.
Interesting. Chuck Norris, classic Chucky.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel like I gotta be honest. Chuck Norris and
Charlie Bronx.
Charlie Bronx. The only reason they're nominated is because they're canon staples.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They are the Meryl Streep of the Cannonemy Awards.
I think so.
Actually,
yeah.
you know what? They're going to be the Peter Tool of the Cannonemy
Oh,
Awards.
all right.
They'll probably be nominated 8 times, but I don't think there's a
they're
win
gonna
in
get
their,
it.
in their future.
The movies survived on their shoulders, but crushed them into defeat.
Crushed them into defeat.
Yes.
Christopher George was our baddie.
Mm-hmm.
Our baddie.
A baddie.
In Into the Ninja.
He's great.
I enjoy him.
Yeah,
and
he
stuff.
chews the scenery, man.
Oh, he does. There's nothing left.
We got another Cry in the Dark
For Sam
nomination
Neill.
for Sam Neill, and he's fantastic.
He is fantastic.
He's damaged
yeah.
in that movie. It's a tragedy for him.
Yeah.
You know, he goes through. I mean,
He goes
Meryl
through
Streep
it.
goes through a lot.
They both
she goes
do.
to
She literally goes
prison.
to jail.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I mean,
but
like,
he
Dingo
has
ate my baby.
did it.
Dingo.
But he's so Australian.
Yeah, he is.
He's great.
Bill Moseley,
Nah.
I think this role as Chop Top really cemented Bill Moseley as a royalty of horror.
Yeah. When he scratches his
the
metal plate in his head.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, man. It's so good.
Gross.
Adam West in Doing Time on Planet Earth was just although he is so Adam West, but
Yeah.
it's refreshing.
He's not one note, but he is absolutely that archetype. If you're casting an Adam West type, you cast Adam West. You know,
and that's
yeah,
who he
yeah.
is. James Spader in Mannequin was deliciously weird. He was so fucking weird.
He was so weird. He was so like posh,
Yeah.
but evil and creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those roles where, like, I think James Spader, because of who he is and because of the movies he's played through the bulk of his life, I kind of consider him to be, like, a serious actor.
Right.
And it's really fun to be like, oh, wait, that's right.
Yeah.
He's funny as fuck.
Well, I love seeing him in Blacklist. I don't know if you've watched any of
I
it.
have seen some of the Blacklist.
And he has this aloofness
Sure.
to him that allows him to be silly and funny
Yeah.
and weird and also menacing at the same
Yeah.
time.
Well, I
But
feel like
this one, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like the weird thing about James Spader is somehow in my mind I have cast him in a similar light as someone like Daniel Day-Lewis,
Oh,
who takes
interesting.
everything so seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is not a comment on like personality or anything like that. So I think part of what made his performance in Mannequin so great to me
Yeah.
was it was like,
He's kind of unhinged.
oh, you
Yeah.
can be funny. I didn't real and like, and also like be funny. Whereas like I cannot see a world, and as much as I think he's probably the greatest actor of all time, perhaps, I don't know if I see a world where Daniel Day-Lewis is going to be in a comedy.
No, yeah, no. I think he's a little, not full of himself, but a little too
Things are a little beneath him. in
beneath
that
him,
sense.
and in a way, I think he can't let his guard down to allow the vulnerability that is needed for comedy.
Oh, interesting. Because I almost, well,
I think
that's in the weeds.
I know,
that
yeah.
conversation.
Let's move on to the next guy,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I think we've talked about James a little much.
Yeah.
Tony Todd,
In Night of the Living Dead was just a revelation.
he's so good.
I gotta be honest.
Man.
Tom Tolis
Yeah,
in The Borrower was hysterical.
yeah. As
It
the
was-
dad and then the borrower.
And then The Borrower.
the first head the borrower
first
steals.
Head of The Borrower. Yeah, he was a lot of fun. And then Robert Forster in Delta Force. Robert Forster managed to play a Middle Eastern character in such a way and so convincing. I didn't have like a, "Gah, I can't believe you're playing this" moment.
It seemed as if he was trying to play it as humanly as possible.
He did. And, that,
You know?
and that's actually what really worked. is
Yeah.
I don't think he was playing caricature. I mean, he's a far cry from, like, a Mickey Rooney type in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Like, I bought that he was who he was. And, of course, we should be giving actors proper
Roles.
to
Yes.
proper backgrounds and things like that. But obviously Delta Force was made in a different time.
Yeah, and
I
he
think-
had a vulnerability as a villain.
as a villain,
that
as
I
a terrorist.
loved. Yes.
I mean, he's a terrorist.
But the sweating and
Yeah.
the nervousness and the insecurity of this situation,
And he was truly
fascinating.
terrifying.
he was.
He was truly terrifying.
Yeah, yeah, he could get into the terrorist
Yeah.
skin.
This is interesting because the more we're talking about this, I thought I knew where I was going to go.
Interesting.
And now I'm kind of pulling away from that. I mean, like everyone in this category, from the Chucks,
Yeah.
were pretty deserving. I think I've kind of narrowed it down to a personal 3.
Okay.
Have you?
Yeah, I think I'm down to... For the range, I think that's what we're looking for.
Yes.
I really think Sam Neill,
Okay.
Tony Todd, and Robert Forster.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think they had the most life
Yeah.
in their characters.
I was going to say Forrester, Todd, and actually James Spader,
Okay.
but I think you talked me into Sam Neill.
Interesting. Yeah.
But
I think
because
James Spader is again, he would have been the supporting.
totally.
He would have been the top supporting.
Yeah. But I think because Tony Todd and Robert Forster was the only person who showed up on the 2 people who showed up on both of our lists.
Yeah, yeah.
We should probably break it down between the 2 of them.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, this one's tough. This one's really tough because
Yeah.
Tony Todd is one of those actors who I think gets no credit,
Yeah.
and he was incredible. Robert Forster is an incredible actor who, for many years of his life, got very little credit.
Sure.
And because of Quentin Tarantino and Jackie Brown, sort of brought him
Yes.
credibility
Yeah.
again. But I think I know where I land on this one, and I might be voting sentimentally. I think I just gave you a hint as where I was going.
Oh, I'm there too. I
Oh, are
think.
you?
Yeah. I mean, he's the life of the movie, essentially.
Yeah.
He is Night of the Living Dead, right?
No.
Is that who you not?
No, I was
really?
going Robert Forster.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Why do
Yeah.
we always
That's so good.
go opposite?
Yeah, well, the sentimental is Robert Forster passed away this year.
Yeah.
So I think that's where. Although again,
I suppose we should give him a
maybe
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Maybe Robert Forster
Yeah.
gets the Academy Lifetime Achievement Award this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. In Memoriam Award.
Yes, especially because hopefully we'll be able to watch it eventually. Robert Forster wrote and directed a movie
Yeah.
for Canon. It's like impossible to find.
Fantastic. We'll make it our
hopefully we'll get
life's
there.
work to watch it.
to get it.
Yes.
There's some word that New Beverly is trying to get a copy of it, a print of it,
Okay.
from Robert Forster's family.
Yeah.
So they can show it.
Oh, that's
sometime.
incredible.
I hope they do. Okay.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
Oh, please.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
We're going to give the In Memoriam Award
To Robert
to
Forster.
Robert Forster.
Yes.
But Best Actor.
Best Actor has to go to Tony Todd,
All
man.
right, here we go. Let's make it official.
Okay. And the award for Best Male Actor in a canon movie is Tony Todd.
Congratulations, Tony.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Finally you've been that performance, man.
That's true. You know what? You're right.
Oh.
You're right. You're
He
right.
goes
You're right.
again, he goes through the whole thing.
You know, again, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually really happy that Caroline Williams and Tony Todd are our 2 winners because they're
Underappreciated horror
and they deserve
horror classics, man.
So we're going to move on to, I think, our final set of awards for the night. I think we're going to go to our favorite movie.
All right.
This is an award that we do not agree upon necessarily. Like, we don't have to agree upon, is what I
Right.
mean. This doesn't have to be the best movie of the year, but it is the favorite movie, the movie that probably has the most rewatchability,
Yeah.
the movie that we enjoy the most. AJ and I each have an award to hand out. So there is no voting. It is just us telling you.
That's right.
But we have narrowed it down to 3 movies each. So,
So here we go.
AJ?
My favorite movies are The Lady in Red Kills 7 Times, Rockula, and Last American Virgin.
These are all 3 great choices.
I think so.
I think these are great choices. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate that you confirmed my...
I appreciate all of
Yeah.
them.
Aw, dude.
And I considered all 3 of them for what I would consider my favorite movies of what we watched this year.
Yeah.
None of them made it. But
Fantastic.
All three of them were heavily in contention.
Yeah. And this is a difficult choice. I was having a tough time narrowing it down to 3.
Yes.
And now to 1.
It's even
what am I
harder.
going to do?
It's difficult.
Looking at them now, what would I want to watch again? What did I have the most fun
I know
watching?
what you're going to pick.
Do you?
I know.
Hmm?
You're going to pick Rockula.
Tricked you.
Ooh.
The lady in red kills 7 times.
Whoa! Yeah!
That's what wins it.
Wow. That's awesome.
I really like Rockula, and it's up there, obviously. But Lady in Red Kills 7 Times is a very interesting mystery.
Yeah.
And the more I think about it and the more I go back to it, there were some beautiful shots. There was very interesting acting, even though it does that thing, that dubbing
thing that you hate.
Whatever. It's a taut thriller.
Yeah.
And I like it.
I was shocked. All right, so here we go. So I have to say, let me just. And the nominees for my favorite movie are 10 to Midnight, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and Mannequin.
Nice. I approve of all 3 of those
I
as
appreciate
well.
it. I thank you. Thank you. This was tough. One of the thoughts that I had as I was sitting down and trying to figure out which things to pick, one of the questions I asked myself is, what have I seen multiple times?
Okay.
And what is a thing that I'm likely to go back to?
Sure.
Right? So all of these movies I've seen multiple times. I am likely to go back to all 3 of them.
I feel like I know which one you're going to go for.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm not going to say it, though.
No, I'm curious, because I took a guess. You got to take a guess.
Are you through with your debating?
I know what I'm gonna pick.
Okay.
I know what I'm gonna pick, and it's because I think it is specifically the one where I am most likely of all of them to grab from my shelf of movies, my shelf of Blu-rays, and be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch this today.
Yeah, it's TTCM 2.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2?
Yes, sir.
Incorrect.
Oh, Mannequin?
Yeah, Mannequin. Yeah.
You know, I was going to joke guess Mannequin.
No.
But it is a light, fun
yeah.
movie. Yeah. Okay.
And I don't want to take away anything from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
No, I just know that that's, one of your favorites.
I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, but, I'm thinking part of, again, what went into it is, if I'm having a real, bummer of a day, or I want to just watch something sort of, light. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go with Mannequin. I think it was definitely, I really enjoy that movie.
Cool. I think all of these are valid.
Yeah.
These are wonderful.
All right. So here we are. Thank you. All right. We are at the final 2 awards.
Yes.
I don't know which one is the more prestigious.
I don't know either.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Because do you say best?
Yeah.
Or do you say most canony?
And considering
because this is creating
canon podcast,
right?
I feel like the most canony movie is a step ahead.
The ultimate one.
The ultimate one.
Yes.
But also, I gotta be honest, fucking Best Picture is its own thing.
Oh, it's absolutely, so where do we go?
I think we start with most canony. And to talk about the guidelines of most canony film, this is the movie that is not necessarily the best movie, but holds the values of what makes canon canon.
Yes.
More than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that just feels that you wouldn't even have to see that canon logo come up. You would just watch that movie and say, this has got to be a canon movie.
That's got to be a canon movie.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so the nominees for Most Canony Canon Movie are
American Ninja,
Enter the Ninja,
Death Wish 2,
Missing in Action,
and The Last American Virgin.
Ooh, this is so tough.
Wow, this is a Titan's race.
Ugh, this one's actually might be the most difficult of all the categories.
I know which one, though.
Do you?
I think I already know which one.
Okay, well, I want to talk through a couple of them. Okay, so the thing about The Last American Virgin is they made that movie. It is almost it is a remake, almost complete shot-for-shot remake
of Lemon
Popsicle,
yes.
which was a movie that spawned 8 sequels.
I want to see all of them.
I do too. They're so hard to track down.
Damn it.
All Golden Globus films. None of them are actually canon. They are all Israeli films.
Yeah, pre-canon.
No, actually, some of them are post-canon.
Oh.
Or not post-canon, but like during the canon years, they're just not
interesting
canon films.
Yeah.
I think it's because they were shot in Israel and they are Israeli. But to me, The Last American Virgin is not exactly what I would call a canon movie.
It's of the time, but I don't think it has necessarily all of the hallmarks of it.
Yeah.
I think there's some.
Yeah.
I think it's melded
within there.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I think that one can be.
We can take that off the list.
Yeah.
I mean, Into the Ninja started the ninja craze.
Yes.
So we got ninjas.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Of course.
And we also have the insanity of Menachem Golan hiring Franco Nero to be the lead in a movie about a ninja when Franco Nero does not do any ninja-ing.
Nope.
Nor does his own voice appear in the movie.
That's pretty weird.
Pretty canon.
Yeah.
Death Wish 2, which is a Charles Bronson
Bronson staple, of course.
And I mean, they went on to make 4 Death Wish sequels.
Yeah.
Death Wish 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yep.
And they didn't even make the first Death Wish, which I also feel like is super canon.
How odd, yeah. That they would
Yeah.
jump on the bandwagon.
We've got Missing in Action, which is a movie made starring Chuck Norris that was a direct... I just find this so delightful. Of Rambo,
right? Yeah.
They got their hands on the script for Rambo. Not First Blood, but Rambo, First Blood Part 2. And went, you know what? We're just going to make it.
Yeah.
And then they made it.
Make it different
and
a
then
little
they
bit.
brought it to theaters like weeks before First Blood Part 2 came
Such
out.
dicks.
Which feels so canon. And also on top of that, there was a movie that they had made that was actually Missing in Action 2.
The prequel.
Which was a prequel.
God damn it.
But that was actually made before Missing in Action. And they realized that what is now the sequel wasn't good enough. And then they thought the sequel was better. So they were like, just whatever.
Put that one out, then whatever.
Let people fucking figure it out. And then we have American Ninja.
Dudikoff in the army.
Yeah.
Also, he's a ninja.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is so hard. Can it be a 4-way tie?
It might have to be. But I will... I want to make an argument for the one that I think embodies quite a bit of this.
Okay, I actually cannot... Okay, you make the argument because I...
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm guessing you're going to pick a ninja movie.
Of course.
And I'm guessing you're going to pick American Ninja.
I am, and I know that when you said Nero being dubbed, that's so canon. But you look at American Ninja, and there is car chases and the army and like ridiculous fight scenes and the laser and the helicopter destroyed by the rocket launcher and just weird scenes with the army people and all the betrayals, man.
The girlfriend
who is just a horrible person.
Yes.
Horrible person in there. And it ticks so many damn boxes in my canon list.
Ugh. But it doesn't have Bronson.
It does not have
Bronson. It doesn't have Norris.
I know.
I mean, Missing in Action starts media res. And American Ninja doesn't do that.
What does it do? How the fuck does it even begin? Wow, that's not a good sign.
He's sitting there with the soldiers playing the hacky sack. Yeah, and like the general comes out and they start driving.
Oh man, that's right.
And he doesn't talk for the first 18 minutes of the movie. I feel like I am now convincing myself the more I talk about this too.
But man, American Ninja's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's so canony.
It is canony.
Come on, man. Come on. You've convinced me on a couple other ones.
Okay, so here's the biggest convincing factor.
Okay.
I am going to throw this out there.
Yeah.
I am going to go with you on American Ninja. And here is why.
Okay.
First of all, your argument was pretty compelling. And one of the things that I realized as you were making your argument is that American Ninja was, I think, the last of these movies to have come out.
Oh.
And by that time, Missing in Action, Death Wish 2, and Into the Ninja
had laid the groundwork.
has definitely laid the groundwork to what is a canon film, which includes ninjas. It includes a star that is questionable to lay your entire studio at the feet of. Insanity.
That jump
explosions.
Of the Harley off the...
Yes. Yes. So by the time you're right. By the time American Ninja rolled around, the groundwork for what is canon was already created.
Exactly.
Okay. We have a winner. And the winner for the most canon movie is American Ninja.
Success.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
I can't believe you got me to go
The
with American
dude.
Ninja. The Duderkoffer.
Duderkoffer.
Oh boy. Oh, here it is. Everyone be quiet. It's time for the award of the night.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is a big one.
It is the big one.
It's the biggest one. Yeah, it's the big.
And before we even start, I'll tell you exactly. I know what I'm picking.
Okay.
Yeah,
go.
And the nominees for Best Picture are
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2,
10 to Midnight,
Inga,
A Cry in the Dark,
Mannequin,
Last American Virgin,
Night of the Living Dead,
and the hijacked plane half of the Delta Force. Again,
you remember that other category where we had the Delta Force part of the Delta Force?
Yes, we're in the biggest what the fuck moment. This is where the other half of that landed is in the Best Picture.
Oh, it's like it's split in half. I like the plane split in half in Lost, and one half of the movie landed one place, and there's the tailies and the other guys.
I'm hoping that you get Nikki and Pollard for that.
Mean. I don't even know what that means.
You didn't watch Lost?
Nikki and what?
Did you watch Lost?
Oh, Nikki and Paulo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nicodine Paulo was what I heard.
Nicodine Paulo?
Yeah.
Nikki and Pollard.
That's mean.
For that. Yeah. I was harsh. That was harsh.
Listen.
Well, actually, what would happen is you would just sort of disappear, and I'd have another co-host.
Oh.
And then that person would be Nikki
or
Paulo.
Yeah. Okay.
And then eventually I would just have to bury them alive and bring you back.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So.
This has gotten dark, man.
Well, I mean, I'm just following the rules of Lost. You brought it up. I didn't.
Smoke monster.
Schmock monster.
So what do we think? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Lord. So this is, I think we've already talked about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 and how wonderful it is.
It's lovely.
I think we've already talked about 10 to Midnight.
10 to Midnight's a great, solid...
Yeah, it's a solid cop drama.
Yeah.
I think it really is one of the reasons I wanted to start this podcast with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you remember early on I talked about like how much 10 to Midnight, which is why it's like our third episode, right?
Yeah,
Or even our second episode. I don't remember. It's pretty high up.
Yeah.
Inga, we've talked about Inga. It's so much better than it deserves
to be. Absolutely.
I think it's 20 minutes short of being an Academy Award contender today.
Sure. Well, and then we got A Cry in the Dark, which was Academy Award contender
in its day.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful leads. They were amazing. Mannequin,
which I think we both kind of raved about on the podcast. We had a guest for that one.
That's right.
And it was loved. It was a beloved episode.
Indeed it was. As non-problematic as you could be in the 80s.
In the 80s,
surprisingly.
It was refreshing,
yeah,
actually.
It really was. Then we got Last American Virgin.
Which hit me like a fucking, like the ending of that movie.
That is a non-traditional teen sex romp.
Yeah, like a gut punch. That was another movie that was sort of the tale of two movies, where half the movie was just this beautiful struggle of teenagerness mixed with like
American Graffiti, but made for $20.
Yeah, and like weird sex moments where you're like,
right.
Oh, right, that's right. You think you have to put this in to make up for the rest of it,
right? To make it attractive to the youth.
Night of the Living Dead. Which
I mean, Tony already won.
Yeah,
right?
Tony Todd won, and Tom Savini.
Oh man,
we didn't have a Best Director category. We
have
to do that for next year.
Next year it is.
Yeah,
because I mean, it's not a small pool, but it's like a reliable pool.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm actually just gonna say
Tom
Savini.
Tom
was
Savini,
Best Director.
Hey,
Congratulations, Tom Savini.
You won the bonus round.
Yeah, because I think Night of the Living Dead, he did some stuff in that movie that is pretty fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Especially because he was able to... I mean, the George Romero version, the 68 version, is a fucking classic on its own.
And to build on that and not fuck it up?
Yeah.
I mean, he did it.
Yeah. And I would even say, well, I don't know if I want to say he improved upon it.
Well, no, he built
but
upon it,
his own thing.
Exactly.
That was fresh and honest and new and interesting.
And also, wasn't that his directorial debut?
Actually,
Yes.
that is the only film that he's ever directed.
Well, then, Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
For an awesome movie.
He has been announced to direct something called Nightmare City.
Still.
Which, I don't know if it's a movie. There's not much information on it on IMDb. He has also directed, like, several TV shows, including 3 episodes of Tales from the Dark Side prior to Night of the Living Dead.
Okay.
But yes, at the end of the day, it is...
his feature film directorial
debut.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, congratulations, Tom.
Congratulations, Tom Savini.
Come on the show and accept your award.
Yes, please, for Best Director that we decided to give you at the last second, but you clearly deserve.
And Caroline Williams, you're welcome on the show as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and Tony Todd.
And Tony Todd. Yeah. Everybody who's won something.
Everybody who's nominated is welcome on the show.
Come on over. Absolutely.
And then, of course, the last movie is contention is the hijacked plane half of Delta Force.
Yeah. Which could be cut out completely from Delta Force and made a wonderful short.
A harrowing film.
Man.
I mean, I know what I think the best picture of the year is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you know?
I think I do.
Oh my gosh. Are we just going to do 1, 2, 3 and say it?
1, 2, 3.
All right. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Half of Delta Force. Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
That's...
The movie is not a boomerang. It's a... It's a seesaw?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's
because
a seesaw.
You
sort of a Newton's cradle where you just are constantly clacked back and forth.
Oh, there you go. I like that one because it is so jarring to be wrenched out of this horribly suspenseful and heartbreaking moment in these people's lives.
They, in that section, go from... And I'm sorry that I cut your thought off.
Yeah.
But I just want to highlight the fact that, like, in that section of the movie...
Yeah.
Robert Forster's character is a Muslim terrorist.
Right.
And again, this is notwithstanding I understand the implications of that in today's society.
Of course.
But the movie is based off of a true story.
Right.
So there's that part of it. His character forces all the Jewish passengers on a plane into the front because he is angry with the Jewish religion, the Jewish peoples as a whole.
Yeah.
He is anti-Semitic.
Right.
And just the scene where you realize that some of these folks on this plane are Holocaust survivors.
Yeah.
And that they're being persecuted again. And then there's the moment where, like, George Kennedy is like, well, I'm who's a priest? He's playing a fucking Catholic priest.
Yeah. And he's like, we're all Jewish here.
Yes, and I'm going with them.
Absolutely.
And that scene made me tear up. And then there's also the moment where, this is actually before that section, where they take the German stewardess, where Robert Forster takes the German stewardess and forces her to find the Jewish names on passports. And she's like,
I can't do this.
I can't do this. My people have already done it.
Yeah.
I can't be complicit in this again.
Yeah. I'm full of emotion right now for that scene, just the memory of that scene. Yeah. And we got to see this in a theater. And I could feel the air getting sucked out of the room every time something like that would happen because it was such a well-crafted movie. And to be yanked from that depth of emotion into this weird super canon adventure war movie
starring fucking Chuck Norris.
Starring Chuck Norris,
and
who
Lee
has
Marvin.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing their thing, but they didn't know what movie they were in. You know, I mean, or the director just...
Which was Menachem Golan.
Which was him. Which was so weird. It was like, honestly, I felt like he sent the B team off to shoot that part of it.
Yeah.
But regardless, if he was on there for both, he didn't exactly know how to connect the two.
Well, I think what he was trying... I mean, my guess is he was struggling with his own Jewish heritage and Israeli heritage.
And that was what spoke to him.
And that spoke to him, also balancing that with what he, I think, assumed an American audience would
want to
happy
see.
with and want to see.
Well, it was kind of like a Russian nesting doll.
A matrushka.
Yes, a matrushka.
Yes, matrushka.
Or almost like a Trojan horse in a way.
Oh, I see that.
You know, because...
Although...
Yeah, go.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, like, I feel like, in a weird way, I do like the... Because Trojan horse is like one thing and something else.
Yeah.
What I actually like about the Matrushka, the Russian nesting doll
is
analogy,
that there's layers to this movie.
Well, yeah, because like, I do feel like constantly that thing was being unfolded.
That's interesting.
And it was like, oh, there's this. Oh, no, there's this. Oh, no, there's this. It wasn't just one surprise.
You're right. Absolutely. And it was layered upon each other.
Yeah.
But my thing is that, like you said, he was selling it to the audience and he was hiding a meaningful struggle movie.
Yeah.
You know, a thing tackling really serious issues within a silly action movie.
Yeah.
Because the tone of that, I mean, especially the bike with the rocket coming
butt?
out of the butt. Yeah, I mean,
what's the word? Exhaust pipe.
It's such a silly fucking scene.
Yeah.
But then that's the weird part when Robert Forster and Chuck Norris meet up and are fighting to the death. It's like watching two tones clash.
Yeah, actually.
You know? That's the weirdest part of all.
Two actors that...
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's two actors, but like two acting styles clash. Where we have like...
an action star.
We have like Chuck Norris, who's being Chuck Norris, and we have Robert Forster, who's fully inhabiting a character that is not who he is in the slightest.
No.
So, yeah.
That half a Delta Force.
That half a Delta Force wins Best Picture. Did we already make the official announcement?
I think you go.
All right. And the winner of Best Picture is the hijacked plane half of Delta Force.
Yay!
Oh, my. This was a journey.
And I hope you've enjoyed being along with it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
And that's just the first leg of the trip, folks.
We've got at least 5 more to go, I think.
Exactly. And we welcome you next year. If you've listened to all of our episodes, we may have voting next year.
Yeah, I mean, it might be time.
We may send out some good ballots and have the audience weigh in. And we will absolutely listen to you.
If you think we're wrong, let us know.
Oh, absolutely.
Something else should have won.
Yes, please do. Because we value your opinions and we value your listenership, and we hope you keep listening throughout the years with us.
Thank you so much for being here for the whole first year.
Heck yeah.
This has been awesome.
Yeah.
It felt crazy when we started. It still feels crazy now.
Looking forward to all of the wonderful movies that we have to look at. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see what we find for the best Cannony movie next year, and what secret gems we find in this.
Secret gem? That's what it's all about.
Honestly,
at the end of the day.
Yeah. So keep listening for all of those.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week
we are going to actually revisit the very first episode of Creating Canon. We are going to go back to the documentary that started it all.
Hey.
We are going to rewatch Electric Boogaloo, the wild, untold story of Canon films.
Hey.
Specifically to see what we have learned, what we have gleaned.
If it's more relevant.
Yeah. And I'm just curious to see how that works.
Awesome.
We might check in on that every year, at least once.
I think that's a good tradition.
Yeah.
Tradition.
So the end of the 1 year anniversary episode every year is going to be the Cannonemy Awards, and then the next episode will be
the review.
Of
the wild untold story of Canon films.
Electric Boogaloo.
Woohoo! All right, Nick. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Where do we follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Nicholas C. Pappas, and there is the always under construction website, nicholascpappas.com.
Nice. You can follow me at the AJ Hamilton on Twitter and Instagram, and you can go to my website, www.theajhamilton.com. And you can follow us at Creating Canon, that's CANNON, and you can email us, creatingcanon@gmail.com. And as we always say at the end of every year, good night, and good Cannonemy Awards.
We're still alive. Being alive. Oh, marriage. You know what? Let's try this again. Marriage Story / Sondheim reference. Let's do it again. Give me the intro.
Hey, everybody, a
I'm a
little...
fucking professional.
I know.
Mannequin. Dun, 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 dun. Hey.
Get them Gibson bones.
I mean, at this point, it's legal.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
Or it might be Taves.
Fuck? What? Taves?
It might be.
Tom Taves?
You'd be surprised. Sorry, I just don't want
No,
to sound
no.
like an idiot. Shink.
Hello and welcome to Create.